Hello everyone and welcome to Weekly Jimin News. I'm A.R.M.Y and here is the first news of this week. Jimin dominated worldwide trends plus topics during Dior fashion show because of Jiminie's incredible popularity that drawn never seen before crowds, and by that recording a historical attendance records that left the fashion industry in awe. These are the kinds of descriptions that those who either attended or reviewed the show had regarding Jimin's attendance, specifically on his arrival at the venue. I never saw so many people even for a Dior show. When Jimin appeared, all hell broke loose. Amazing. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen so many people. And this is what Jo Young-lee, editor-in-chief at Arena Home Plus Korea, wrote about Jimin's arrival at the show. Dior was the winner of the January's biggest fandom moment due to none other than BTS's Jimin attending the show. The huge Dior showroom at the Place de la Concorde was filled with fans, and as soon as he got out of the car, thunderous cheers erupted. Our director told me to get some comment from Jimin, but I failed. The cameras followed him around from the entrance to the photo wall and until he sat down. The quality is poor due to the video being shot with a phone, but it is still worth keeping. Sorry I didn't get some comments from Jimin. I really tried my best but got pushed by a lot of people. Also, the Emirati headband twins, known influencers in the fashion industry, shared a video of Jimin during the Dior fashion show on their Snapchat. And in the video, it can be heard that someone in the background is saying "everyone's beloved," referring to Jimin. And it's so true. Jiminie is everyone's beloved boy. Also, Richard Gianorio, associate managing editor by Madame Figaro from Paris, posted a video on his Instagram about Jiminie's arrival, from which we can see and hear how big of an impact his appearance made. And also, filter choreographer Nikki Anderson commented on a TikTok from Hypebeast editor Eric Brain of Jimin arriving at the fashion show. And Eric's caption on his video said, "The girls go wild when Jimin turns up to Dior, never seen anything like it." And Nikki responded, "Legend." And looking at the overwhelming reception by the crowd and his being the focus of every attendee on the show, from media personnel to officials in the fashion industry, it was inevitable that he would dominate any talk related to the show. Interest in Jimin peaked all through the day of his attendance of the show, and data collected from Google Trends for the topic Dior showed that Jimin was the only person in the most popular lists, both for related queries and related topics. This means that he was the most searched individual in terms of any questions and or topics pertaining to the show and to Dior in general. Moreover, his Google searches in all categories including web, images, YouTube, shopping and news peaked at 100%. So proud of their publicity generated by their newest global ambassador, Dior also posted a TikTok including Jiminie on their official TikTok page, additional to their Twitter, YouTube and Instagram posts that I told you about previously. There is no denying that Jimin was the event at the show, and he is proving to be arguably the most valuable investment the company has ever made, which was also discussed in a recent NBC radio show which covered Jimin attendance at Dior fashion show. And here is the full translation of what they said in the NBC radio program. You can pause the video and read it right now. And next, K-News Money S as well wrote about Dior stock price reaching an all-time high thanks to Jimin's appointment as global ambassador. And their article said, Dior unveiled Jimin as new global ambassador, and as a result, Jimin was appointed as the first Asian male Dior global ambassador, a milestone with great congratulations from fans, and Dior seemed to have gained maximum value in terms of business. Every social media post about Dior's new brand ambassador Park Jimin quickly climbed to the top of the list of their Dior most popular posts on Twitter and Instagram. This is impressive, but it's not that surprising considering Jimin's global reputation. And to add to the icing on the fashion cake, Jimin seems to have caught the eye of the renowned American designer Marc Jacobs, who liked his Instagram post containing photos taken from the Dior fashion show, when he posted with Dior's Kim Jones, David Beckham, and Robert Pattinson. And finally, here are a few more gorgeous pictures, gorgeous shots from Stéphane Fougère, a celebrity and fashion photographer who is from France and attended the fashion show. An incredible set of photos of our fashion icon Jiminie, the face of Dior, and also a series of pictures with Hobie and Naomi Campbell. And talking about Naomi, she also posted this week pictures with Hobie and Jiminie on her Instagram account. So overall, as you can see, Jiminie's attendance on this Fashion Week event was iconic and legendary, and it shook up the whole fashion industry and left them totally speechless. And we love to see it. And the next news, Korean netizens praise BTS for saying "solal" in their official video for Korean New Year's greetings. To celebrate the Korean Lunar New Year, solal, many K-pop idols posted their official greetings videos on January 21st. And Korean netizens are praising BTS for saying solal instead of trying to explain the Korean holiday in generic English terms. Most of the post says, while people are arguing over using Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year, BTS simply posted the video saying solal, and many netizens agreed in the comments. And next, on 22nd of January, BTS also released in the celebration of Korean New Year a new episode on Bangtan TV from Yet to Come in Busan concert. And in the video, we could see each member working together to make sure their performance was top-notch while encouraging each other along the way. And we could also see a glimpse of Jiminie rehearsal and practice while stretching, which was so impressive. He is just so flexible, oh my goodness. And also, as the member gathered just before taking the stage, A.R.M.Y encouraged all of them, reminding them that the concert was the only one night. And his best advice that captured our hearts was just be Bangtan. And we couldn't help but feel emotional upon reflecting on what it truly meant to go on stage and perform in a way only BTS can. And the thing that added even more pain to our emotional state were the ARMY banners that we saw from ARMYs in the audience at the concert that said, "There were many changes, but we never change, and don't worry BTS, ARMY is with you." Yes, we will always be with our BTS, my heart. And after the performance, we could catch a glimpse of Jiminie, who said that he had fun and he was happy, and that he was also a little bit sad and wanted to do the concert again and again, and that he would have been happier if he could have performed for just one more day, but he still seemed to be joyful and wonderful. And when the members gathered after the concert in a waiting room, Jiminie said, "The next time we get together and put on a concert, I think we will be able to show you a different side of us as we grow more." Yes, Jiminie, we are waiting for this moment eagerly and patiently, because we want to witness this growth with you, and we'll be there to wait for you when you all come back together again. So if you want to watch the full episode, go to Bangtan TV, and my reaction to it I will post in the next week. And additionally to this release of the Busan concert episode, BTS also dropped Happy Sulal ARMY pictures from the concert on Weverse and their Twitter account. So here are the amazing and incredible shots of Jiminie from the Busan concert posted by the official BTS accounts. Enjoy! Next, this week as well, Taerin Chang, dancer and choreographer for YGX, joined the Vibe Dance Challenge using Jimin's verse. She put her own spin to the verse choreo and danced to the original chorus choreographed by Bailey Sok. And she captioned her video by saying, "Gotta show some love to Jimin's verse." And this week also, Xido, South Korean soloist and producer, tweeted a video singing Vibe and wrote that he's a big fan of Jimin and Taeyang. So here is a little cut from his Vibe cover. And the next news, on 23rd of January, Jiminie came back to Korea from his trip to Paris, and he was welcomed at the Incheon airport by news reporters and armies. Jimin was wearing clothes from the upcoming Dior Tears capsule collection expected to launch in autumn of 2023. He also wore his lovely mini gallop bag again, and everything that he was wearing except the bag is yet to be released once again. He looked absolutely incredible in his fit, and like always, he was so polite and smiley while greeting everyone who waited for him. So like always with the airport fashion and departures and arrivals, here is a collection of Jiminie pictures from his appearance at the Incheon airport, and also a compilation media video. Enjoy! And next, also on 23rd of January, W Korea released another planned video from their schedule of Jiminie's behind the scenes of the W Korea magazine photo shoot. And the English translation of the interview was first posted on W Korea official website, along with short clips that were teasing later released behind the scenes video on YouTube. And when it was finally released on YouTube, we were surprised that the English subtitles were not added to the video at first, but thankfully on the next day they were added to the official YouTube video with the Q&A interview and behind the scenes. So I promise I will react to this video and post my reaction in the next week. And I really cannot wait for this because I was so happy about the behind the scenes video. You know I love them. So I'm very excited to watch that video with you. And also, after the release of this behind the scenes photo shoot video, Spanish photographer Pablo Santana praised Jimin's modeling technique in a TikTok, and he said, "Jimin is proving once again that dancers are the best models for their fluidity and dynamic movements. Look how he is always feeling the music as he moves, making the photos more interesting." And we completely agree because we know how beautifully and magically Jiminie body is moving thanks to his contemporary dance training and his incredible talent to feel the music through his whole body, even to the tip of his fingers. And next up, on 24th of January, we celebrated the 10th year anniversary of Jimin's precious first ever tweet to us on January 24th of 2013, and also the time he thanked us back upon seeing the hashtag Thank You Jimin in 2018. We'll be always thankful he decided to share parts of himself with us through hashtag Jimin. Not all of us were there with you from the beginning, but we will sure be forever with you, and now in the days, months, years to come. And of course, because of this celebration on Twitter was happening, Jimin was trending worldwide as we were all celebrating this wonderful anniversary with our Jiminie till the end. And next, also on 24th of January, to add up even more to this wonderful celebration of 10 years of first Jiminie tweet, BTS official Twitter account posted vibe photo sketch photos of Jiminie, and they were absolutely gorgeous. And of course, you can also find the full pictorial on Weverse. Oh my goodness, just look at them, simply stunning.
The one and only anthem. 감각적인 식슨 반지. 자리에서만 잡아도 강준. 너를 만나기 전까지 내 세상에 I'm J. 나는 무대 위 너는 spotlight. 너라는 가위 나는 남산. 그 완벽할 순 없잖아. 어두운 밤하늘 그 twilight. I can feel it. 너는 공간에 갇혀버렸어. You're my matrix. You don't know how I want your love.
And next up, Jimin has ranked number 1 in brand reputation rankings for top 100 idols, male and female, for January 2023, which extends his own record as the first and only idol to ever rank number 1 for 22 months overall. And this data has been proven by Talkwalker, a global data analysis agency. Congratulations to our brand king Jiminie. And on 24th of January as well, Vibe debuted at number 76 on that week's Billboard Hot 100, which earned both artists on the song, Taeyang and Jiminie, their first career solo entries on the chart. And with this entry added to the list, all 7 members of BTS have now charted on the Hot 100 as soloists. J-Hope with Chicken Noodle Soup, More and Arson, Suga/August D with Dechita, Girl of My Dreams collaboration, and That collaboration. V with Christmas Tree, Jungkook with Stay Alive and Left and Right collaboration, Jin with The Astronaut, A.R.M.Y with Wildflower, and now Jiminie with Vibe. And this achievement was only possible because Vibe earned 4.2 million streams and 20,000 units sold in the US for the first week ending January 19, which is remarkable because of all the problems that this release experienced, and it wasn't even available in 13 countries, and Spotify was down for majority of the charting period. Vibe also charted at number 9 on that week's Billboard Global 200 excluding US chart. It debuted at number 1 on that week's Billboard World Digital Song Sales chart. It also landed at 12 on Global 200 chart. Jimin also reached a new peak of number 12 on Billboard's Emerging Artists chart on his second non-consecutive week on the chart. And Vibe also appeared in 7 regions on the Billboard Hits of the World chart. And it also landed at number 2 on the Billboard Digital Song Sales chart that week. And of course, ARMYs were celebrating this amazing achievement on Billboard Hot 100 with many keywords and hashtags trending worldwide on Twitter. Hashtag Vibe76 on Hot 100 was also trending at number 1, of course, in South Korea. So congratulations once again to our Jiminie and Taeyang for this incredible score on the Billboard charts, and congratulations to all the ARMYs who are buying, streaming, and doing everything in their power to rise this amazing song to the top. We did it, guys, and let's continue to support Jiminie with all that we got in the next weeks as well. And next, of course, couple of hours after the news about Billboard Hot 100 broke out during the night in Korea, the next morning, SBS Morning White News reported on Jimin and Taeyang song Vibe ranking number 76 on Billboard Hot 100. And then KBS News also reported on this major Jiminie success. And then on 26th of January, an article by Bloomberg News mentioned global ambassador Jimin along with the picture from Dior's official Instagram account as the example of top fashion houses increasingly signing Korean stars as ambassadors. And the article said, quote, Dior this month announced it has signed BTS member Jimin as global ambassador, who was mobbed by fans screaming and chanting his name at Dior Winter 2023 fashion show. And also, Vogue Business wrote on Jimin's success at the Dior show and the earned media value from his attendance. Leftist Ramos considers Jimin's attendance at the Dior show a huge success. To date, the BTS singer posts on the Dior show have gathered $16.7 million in earned media value, Ramos adds. K-pop fandom is much akin to Beatlemania. BTS fans call themselves ARMY, and they are just that. Lefty helps brands and agencies manage top-performing influencer programs, talent discovery and qualification, relationship management, automated campaign reporting, performance measurement, and competitive benchmarking. All Dior's IG posts on Jimin have 2 million likes, with one that have almost 3.4 million, which makes us very proud. And just to remind you, it is very important to like all Dior's official posts with Jiminie. Let's keep supporting him and bring as much attention as possible to his global ambassador role. And one more article highlighting Jimin as part of its piece on Men's Fashion Week in Paris was a Belgian magazine, Le Vif Weekend. And here is the translation of the article. In Paris, Dior knows how to put on a show. The brand's new face, Jimin of K-pop sensation band BTS, appeared in front of hundreds of screaming fans in the Place de la Concorde. My Instagram reel of Jimin and his bodyguards spawned more than 80,000 views and 620 comments. No one seemed interested in David Beckham, one of the other guests at the show. The brand even released a statement about Jimin's arrival a day earlier. This is almost unheard of, but a K-pop star in the front row brings considerable visibility to a brand. And this is another example of what I said before about Jiminie shaking the whole fashion industry with his appearance on Fashion Week to their core. And next up, this week as well, Yoonjin Lee, the translator behind Jimin's W Korea interview, shared a post with her thoughts on her Instagram account. And in the post, she said, "Over the last week, I took another challenge translating Jimin's interview for W Korea Volume 3. Jimin, the unrivaled K-pop sensation, hard to define with a single word, kicks off the new year as Dior's new global ambassador. As I dive deeper into the world of BTS, I realize the influence and power of the septet are beyond the imagination. And in the brackets, I must confess how ignorant I was of the biggest band in the world." And then she finishes off with, "Once you Jimin, you can't Jim out. Nothing would ever replace this quote to describe his charm." Yes, Yoonjin Lee, we completely agree, and we are glad that you finally realized it yourself. And next, on 27th of January, A.R.M.Y released a first episode of their new series that will look into the charm of K-pop stan attractors through cartoon, and our Jiminie is starring in it. So in this first episode, they wrote, "Let's share a happening of Jimin, a popular member of BTS. As he majored in contemporary dance in school, he has a level of artistry and expressiveness so high it's hard to believe that he's an idol dancer. He attracts fans not only with his idol abilities but also by his humanity, and is said to be charismatic on stage and as charming of it. In particular, he is often seen interacting with fans in a friendly manner, and some people became fans because seeing Jimin like that make their hearts beat. In the past, a scene in which he obliged to a fan's sudden request became a hot topic. BTS fan event near Seoul in 2016. A female fan requested Jimin compare the size of their hands. Jimin hesitated, then grabbed the fan's wrist and aligned it with his own. Realizing the fan's hand was bigger, Jimin made a dejected expression, making the audience laugh. This video became popular on Korean internet as one that created new Jimin fans. For Jimin, having small hands is like a complex he doesn't want to show to others, but he was willing to comply with the fans' request, and many of the internet commented that they loved it. And not only fans, but journalists across the world praised Jimin. One of them, editor-in-chief of IDN Times in Indonesia, in 2020 praised Jimin as a really sweet person. This year, Jimin is expected to focus on his solo activities and actively create connections with fans, and we are looking forward to it. Oh my goodness, what a lovely cartoon! Jimin attracting fans through his abundant humanity as well as his talent and hard work is everything we want to see all the time. And the next news, on 28th of January, Jimin ranked as the most mentioned individual artist worldwide on social media for the month of January according to NetBase Squid. He ranked second overall, highest after BTS as a group. And we are not surprised because definitely this year January is our Jiminie month. And then later, on the same day, January 28th, Bangtan TV released music video shooting sketch episode for Vibe, and I can't wait to watch it with you guys. My reaction to it I will post definitely during this next week. So I'm not going to talk about it much in this Jimin Weekly News because I haven't watched it fully yet myself. But you know, if you want to watch it yourself, go like always to Bangtan TV and then wait to watch it again with me in my reaction video. And the final news of the week is another viral TikTok video of our familiar little cutesy Jiminie bias army Mika that this time helped her mom choose photo cards for her mom's new phone case. So let's see together how adorable and precious little Mika was in this TikTok video. Enjoy!
I love this one.
Jimin's my love too.
He is your love. Okay, so the case is...
So good.
And now the social media updates. First, on 22nd of January, Jiminie replied to Taehyung's post on Weverse where he wished ARMYs a happy Korean New Year. And he wrote, "Get lots of luck in the new year." And to that, our Jiminie responded, "Get lots." And our hearts got warm because of this cute little Jimin moment on Weverse. And then also on the same day, J-Hope posted a video on his Instagram of the Dior fashion show with the caption, "Love this week." And right then, another video taken by someone who was also filming the show behind Jiminie and Hobie surfaced on Twitter. And this video caught ARMY's attention because Jimin was focused on filming the runway at the Dior fashion show, but J-Hope had another priority, which was Jiminie. And we couldn't help but gush over this cute Hobie and Jiminie moment, because we all know that Jiminie is J-Hope's little baby brother. And he is as much proud of Jiminie being Dior ambassador as ARMYs, or probably even more. And next, on 23rd of January, after Jiminie came back safely to Korea, he posted an update on Weverse for us. And it was 2 pictures of Jiminie sitting in front of a painting in a museum, and then one another with him and Hobie. And it was from the same trip to the museum that we already saw in Hobie's post last week. And in the post, Jiminie said, "Everyone, I came back safely. Happy New Year." Oh my goodness, our Jiminie is so sweet, wishing ARMYs Happy New Year's so many times. And we were so happy to hear from him, reassuring us and giving us his wishes. And then, couple of hours later, when it was already 24th of January in Korea, Hobie updated us on his Instagram account by posting few more pictures from this trip with Jiminie to the museum. He captioned his post, "It was enjoyable, Paris." And along with the pictures, he also posted this cute and adorable video of Jiminie running. Oh, naughty Jiminie. Do you know it is forbidden to run in a museum? And also on the same day, ARMY found Jiminie's comment under one of the reels from Rocking Eve about Hobie's performance at Times Square, and Jiminie's comment said, "What? How do you do this?" And Jiminie was referring to how to post Instagram reels. And ARMYs were so shocked that we didn't notice Jiminie's comment earlier, because he posted this comment on 21st of January. And it was so relatable and adorable, because I'm sure many of us, including me, have no idea how to operate with Instagram all features. Like the Reels, for example. I just recently figured out how to post stories. So the Reels are the mystery to me too, Jiminie. Don't worry, you are not alone. And next, on 26th of January, Jiminie posted on Weverse once again, asking, "It's suddenly cold and now it's snowing?" And ARMYs immediately imagined Jiminie in the snow as our snow fairy Jiminie, being so adorable and cute in a warm winter clothes. And then Jiminie also commented under one ARMY's post, which said, "Pak Jimin just woke up," and he responded, "That's right." Oh my goodness, our hearts bursted because he's such a cutie. So that is all for this week's news, and at the end, like always, please enjoy Jiminie achievements. See you next week.